going to start a new topic now on desire. Why desire always exists. Even the Maharishis of India, the saints, all have desires. There's no one in this world who doesn't have one, who can say that they are beyond desires. And that is because even the desire to use the bathroom, to eat something, to talk to somebody, the desire for the world to change, desire for that love, it's all impactful and happens. And yes, when we pause and we think about it, every moment desires come, but it's up to us then to filter them and to be able to distinguish and just take moments to pause and to say, okay, well, that desire, actually, I don't really want it. So you leave it. And the ones you really want, the ones you are passionate about, achieve those, get those things, ask the universe for those, that. The rest can wait, the unimportant ones. But it's just focusing the mind, the heart, the soul, working in unity, just feeling blessed. And when we do that, it's amazing, because we ourselves are impacting our lives and acknowledging that desires will always exist. But we can filter and go for the higher desires too. And not just a material world, in this physical world. We can do that on a spiritual note that lasts with our soul forever. With the inner us, the true us, which in many cultures they agree exists, and in some not so, but there's still heaven and hell in the Christianity, for example, and they still acknowledge that a person exists, more so now than they did before, in astral form, energy form. Yeah, I think that's why there's so many spiritual mediums and all who are Christians, or from that background, because it is. It is for them to change. It really is. And so, yeah, when we acknowledge all that we have and more, it becomes light. It's blissful. And as we change our thoughts towards how we choose to react, how our desire to choose to react or not, or to feel that love, that compassion, yeah, it's delightful, really. Yeah, so it is really just feeling that love, compassion, joy, yeah, and gaining so much from it. there is, and there have been many discussions on desire, and if it exists, and the God so-called, does God exist? The desire to prove that he does, or not. And then there's desires that, like, of very materialism, where we focus on things that are not so important, but important that we experience. And that is amazing. That and those things have fab, really have to, if it was a negatively impacted situation, or for example, you don't have to hold on to, say, some argument or anything, and then rehab that argument is pointless, and it helps no one. So just to feel that love, that divine love, the unity, the peace of mind, the love, just total joy of being yourself, being allowed to express yourself in a manner that doesn't hurt anyone, but is being true to you, the inner soul. God awakened, masterminded life, and there are always desires. If someone says that there are not, then I question their existence, even if they become hermits, living in a cave. Their desire is to be in that cave. Their desire is to still be living, right? Or even if it's to die, that desire is still there. It's a desire. Because those who renounce this world, they're not doing themselves a great favour at all. They still have desires. They still haven't broken away from that karmic element either. They still just haven't got it. You don't need to become to exclude yourself from the planet of things that you have in your life. You can use that money, that goodness, and have that desire to do good that way, and to be detached from your money, but yet have it. And that is something that is impactful, desire-wise, because when we do that, it just means we carry a focus that is very strong and delightful, and yet working in unity. Because why can it not be, that the material world and the spiritual world work together, hand in hand? Yes, it can. And there is what really does want to show that you can have spiritualness and the values of spirituality in life all the time. And you don't have to take out moments to pray, to do whatever. You can just become it. Yeah. Yeah, so just think that if you have a desire and you don't fulfill it, that is and it's of something great importance to you, then regrets happen. And that's why when people die, then you find out, oh, they wanted to do that, they didn't. Or if someone's on deathbed, or old, and then they said, oh, but I want to do this, and then, to do it to a better ability than when they were young and healthy, for example. yeah, they can't do it to that same ability, that same joy of doing it. What they wanted is not there. So if we're traveling for around the world, say, visiting places, it shouldn't become sad that they haven't. It shouldn't become sad that you feel that business goals, etc., do not happen, because yes, they can, and you don't have to suppress and ignore for any purpose in life. Just take a moment to acknowledge that thought, because everyone is important in this world, and it really yes.